Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today I've got a 3 vs 3 on Payne's Retribution. Playing on Northern side as the Witch Hunters, we've got Where's My Teeth, we've got Anexia as the Salamanders, and we've got Corn Berserk as the World Eaters. On the Southern side, we've got Ninth's BTH Umarachik as the Demon Hunters Inquisition. We have got Unepka Hobnob as the Imperial Guard, and we have got Nehek as the Necrons. Now, before you say it, oh, Mr. Landshot, you rascal, you're mispronouncing those names on purpose. I'm doing my absolute best based on what I know of the Russian alphabet, which is non-existent. I remember early on this year I said that I'd learn the Russian alphabet when I had time off this year, and I didn't. So, you know, forgive me, Eastern European people. I am only but one man. But yeah, we've got quite an aggressive forward, well, Northern team here. We've got the wombo combo of the Massacre Chambers bringing out the Cornite Raptors. These guys are going to go for their Smith, or their Forge even. So we're going to see some thunderfire cannons from Mr. Over here. So, yeah, I mean, what, Cornite Raptors on the front lines, thunderfire cannons on the back, that's quite the deadly combination. And these guys, because they've got a Necron player here, they're going to be a little bit behind on the, I don't know, shall we say that their early game. Also, they have Umarachik, that's the one. He's going to go for his Grey Knights opening, and these guys are, again, a little bit slower in their opening. Their units are a little bit more expensive with less models in there, so we'll have to see how it goes, whether the, you know, the old tortoise and the hare, you know, who's the fastest wins or something. It's a good summary of that fable, I do believe. Got a command squad with a lovely purple cape. He's got that, I do believe he's got a Tyranid symbol on his things. Yep, so definitely not a Gene Stealer cult whatsoever. And they're going to go against these guys. Arbati's melee squads able to resist long-range combat with their shields, I guess. Getting a good stun on these guys, allowing them to charge forward and get involved in some combat. Going to take these guys to juvie prison. These are regular, fully qualified guardsmen, so they should be a little bit more resistant, but when you've got the wombo combo of grenade launchers and the guys with their electric sticks, that's something to be concerned about. Double scouts down here, trying to pesterize this Brotherhood champion. These guys going to detach from him and then decide to fire at these guys. Killing one model. Raptors have been spawned. Going to wait for a second squad, I imagine, before they do anything too serious. Bloodpack warriors over here. They're not going to win. They never win anything, but they're definitely going to try. Got a architect manoeuvring over. Oh, they came over to get that decap in. Fair play to them. No, I mean, then they are going to be semi-useful at the very least. Now, Grey Knights, once they get their numbers up, I don't know if you saw the game the other day. It was, oh, what was it? It was Demon Hunters versus Chaos/Demons. And once they get into the mid-game, and their Grey Knights have got a couple of upgrades, and maybe they've gone for their, you know, other kind of Grey Knights, that they're quite difficult to kill in ranged and close combat, even if they're only a small force. So if they can keep their numbers up, keep defensive, they should be alright. Architect going to float over here, building up some more plasma generators over onto this side. There's some zaps coming from the command squad. Not often you see the Arbites on the field. You would normally see a Witch Hunter go for more witchy things, but no, we're seeing the boys out today. Take that, women. Today is a boys' day out. 2 squads of Grey Knight Interceptors armed with their Nemesis Falchions. Both squads have got them in, which will help them slice and dice through infantry and heavy infantry, which will be great against the Cornite Raptors. Where have they gone? I don't know. They're over here, seeing if they can assist. Now, in a game like this, or in a map like this, should I say, well, there's all this space to go about. If you push way too far over here, and you've got some issues with your allies being pushed in this way, I mean, you've got a long way to walk to be able to help them. But the Raptors, with their maneuverability, should be able to help both the right side and the left side. Which I think that the Southern team are going to struggle a lot with their maneuverability until they get into Tier 2 and they get their Chimeras and stuff out. Although Necrons, I assume, will be more or less staying on this side of the map due to them just being quite slow. More men coming down the middle. And more Grey Knights as well. 3 squads in total now. So 3 Knights versus 3 Raptors. They've got the number advantage. These guys have got longer sticks. They've also got a brother champion. Oh, no, never mind. They had one, but he's dead. Still got another one here. He's quite low on health as well. Not tankiest of heroes, sadly. He's got slashed away. We do have some more Pegasus on the way. Command squad coming over onto this side. Priest helping them shimmy and shake off. And that's a lot of boys. You know what? I like it. There we go. The map men. They are the men. Show us the maps. Whether they can lead themselves to victory, who knows? But they've got the grenade launchers. We should be able to knock these guys around. Not sure how resilient... Oh, no, never... Ah, well, that's one way to close the distance. Just teleport straight in. They have been double zapped. Right, in fact, that may have been even just one whole zap there. Necron Lord comes in. Ah, yes, they're saving multiple grenades. So, yeah, these guys are not going to survive in close combat. Even the melee squad with their shields. This is an engagement that they do not want to be a part of. They want to make sure that those combat raptors are in there, but they're going to completely ignore everything entirely and go straight for the economy. Oh no, never mind the economy, they're going to go for the HQ. My goodness, look at the damage these guys bring. Thankfully the Grey Knights have got their teleporting stuff. Did not know that they had that, so that's really, really useful. Helps them keep things all busy. Got architects building up, and these guys are technically vehicles, so they're a lot more resilient to being sliced up by the chain axes. There's some true blue Necrons also coming in. Everything's happening around Umar Chick's base at the moment. Got a Razorback. Oh, so quick tier 2 from the Salamanders here. I was wondering why we didn't see any thunderfire cannons. Oh, he's just gone straight to tier 2. Fair enough. Would have seriously helped them with these Grey Knight interceptors, but that's fine. A Razorback from the Salamanders is a mean beast. And they are just waltzing in here like they own the place. Necron's not really able to do all that much. We are seeing some more Grey Knights teleporting round the backside. These guys have kind of given up on taking on the Inquisitor's Tower, as it's just about to hit tier 2, as you can tell by all those wonderful hanging baskets. I imagine in the summertime that's where they put the flowers. BT's trying... In fact, actually, realistically, what have they killed? They've killed one recruitment building, the Teleportum Orbitalis, and a couple of Grey Knights, but with the Necrons moving forward, I'm even more Grey Knights. I mean, where are these guys coming from? Every time I think they've all been wiped out, they just kind of keep on returning. These guys have been stunned, and they're being given a good slicing and dicing from the Necron Lord. Last of the shieldy boys to go down. And crazy, absolutely bonkers. We've got tier 2 for all these guys down on the south side. But tier 2 for you guys, you've got your Reliquary of Faith, you've got your Ordo Hereticus Chamber, going to go for an Arbites Advanced Equipment Research. So really sticking it with the men there. And some Arca Flagellant squads. No morale, so they can stay in the fight for quite some time. Got a lot of health as well for what they are. Very deadly. So nice melee-orientated northern composition when those Contact Raptors come back over. Although, did they all die? Or have you been put back inside the... No, you've not been put back inside the... massacre chambers. Grey Knights, they're just picking these people apart. Got a phase shift going on for the Necron Lord. Which I don't know, is it affecting people nearby? I don't think it is. It's giving them a little flash or something, but still able to slice people up. Oh, look at that one. Arca Flagellant knocking everyone around. Got the Immortals ready to snipe out those Razorbacks. Those Razorbacks are going to fall right far back. And some Imperial Guardsmen keeping... Oh, there's where you are. So you've come over here, you've decapped all this stuff. Mobile force, keep that economic harassment online. Wonderful. Little piece of teamwork. These guys aren't going to be able to hold these Grey Knights off for very long, but... I mean, what was that? 1 Altar of Khorne for 2 of these guys. Oh, and also a Thermal Plasma Generator, possibly. Don't know if there was one there, but if there was... It's a real pain in the backside. Grey Knights now activating their smiting abilities. It's like a disco for these boys. And a Penitent Engine. A good close combat orientated vehicle. Down here the Khorne Raptors are murdering these death marks, although they are going to Sonic out the way. They are the correct colour to be Sonic, so that's fine, I suppose. Also using their marking ability where whenever they fire at someone, they get like a little mark on them. Increases the amount of damage that other people do. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, Tombblade as well. Generally light vehicle, good against generally everything that's not too heavily armoured. But Deathmark's interesting choice considering the amount of close combat units on the field at the moment. We'll have to see how they fare later on. Of one load of Commissar and a command squad now with only... Where's the main commander? Ah, you're over here. You just got way far away from the priest. Yeah, the Pentaton's engine will walk over, punch people in the head. John Cena beam slamming down here. And the Razorbacks have just been left to catch up on any of these guys. But got to keep in mind that those Immortals can melt a vehicle in a moment's notice. Only a couple of volleys needed to take out a lot of the lower armoured vehicles. Like I say, these guys don't die very easily. I mean, if you get 3 or 4 squads of these, you can quite easily steamroll a lot of unit compositions just by sheer stubborn will. But, as I say that, they die, so... whether that was just me being wrong on the caster's curse, who really knows? A quick look at the economies. 98 and 13, 98 and 60, and 137 and 50, compared to 96 and 50, 88 and 66, and 76% and 137 green money. So fairly even at the moment. No major discrepancies in the economy, although the Imperial Guard does seem to be having a little bit of a better job at... I think he had a bit of a better job. Oh, no, he didn't. No, he was struggling the most. Right, okay. I remembered it the opposite. Don't you just hate it when your memory tells you the opposite of what you actually remember? Crazy times. And we're Necron Lord. He's gone for... oh, you've gone for... what's that ability? Oh, it's the Lightning Arc, Lightning Field. When engaging in close combat, he stores up some charge, and then he gets to unleash it to do general damage over a field. These guys are chasing after all this stuff, but while that's going on, we now have got double Blood Crushers in here. Some flayed ones will be teleported in to see if they can do something about it. But losing the HQ, a major blur for the Demon Hunters Inquisition. Do you have any more builders? That's the question. You do, you've got one over here, and he's going to be building up an Inquisitor's Tower. So he's back to tier 2. These guys, there was perfect timing as well. These guys were on the way to make quite a lethal push onto the eastern side of the map. But no, you can't walk too far away from your base when this amount of Chronicles Raptors knocking on. There we go, look at that. He's not sticking around for any length of time. He knows he can't win this engagement. Going to come in, crump some stuff, and bees right off home. Blood Crusher's been taken out by those flayed ones down there. That's a Predator, and the Salamander's Predator is just a little bit of a dragon on the front. Lots of fire on it. Granite Interceptors now armed with a Thunder Hammer, aiming to crack on that Predator. Got the Terminator squad as well. Little, I don't know if you can see them. Little dragons on the side. They've got some Legion of Damned-esque paint decals on their shin pads. Very tasty stuff. Lacking a lot in anti-vehicle stuff for a lot of the people on the south side. We're heavily relying on the Immortals for this, I think. Do you mean one squad of Immortals is really all you need for 1v1ing a vehicle? And the Terminators are getting ripped apart by the Grey Knights. Lots of Chronicles Raptors jumping in, but they've realised that they've massively overstepped their boundaries here. Not going to get any kind of harassment on that side of things. Looks like they got a... was that a squad wipe? It felt like a squad wipe. The Arbites Fire Support Squad, now armed with triple plasma guns. We'll spot a flayed one squad incoming. 7 models already. Also been zapped by the Obelisk. We're trying to take on that thermal plasma generator, and that'd be really useful if they can do that. As Necrons with a thermal plasma generator are not a happy sight to witness. More Predators on the way. We've also got a Blood Mechanicum. So stuff as well. Double Red Butchers. Not as mobile as the Chronicles Raptors, but got a lot more staying power. And at this stage of the game, the Chronicles Raptors kind of fall off a bit. Early game, they're amazing. early mid-game, they're quite useful, but as the game goes on, their tankiness, well, their lack of tankiness, does them a real disservice. Guardsmen over here, they've got 5 heavy stubbers. Gives them a general effectiveness against heavy infantry and vehicles, much like an autocannon. Not purposely built to kill either, but it'll do the job if it's en masse. Triple Chimeras could do with popping some boys inside the Chimeras to keep up with the Connacht Raptors. But I suppose this is just a charge in to keep these guys occupied and maybe free up some squad cap as well. Predator moving forward with a multi-melter gun. And the Grey Knights will teleport back. Double Blood Crushers once again being teleported in. I see, it's just a focus on killing the HQ. If they can keep on doing this, and constantly reset their opponent's tech paths, it's very good for them. Also going to try and see if they can get this Necron Monolith. That's just ridiculous amounts of damage. Heavens to Betsy. Oh, mind you, these are the Khorne... Oh, there's Khorne Knight Assault Chosen Squad with double power fists. So I imagine that has something to do with their ability to just punch their way through stuff. Now, Necrons, do you have any builders left? Oh, of course you would. Why would Necrons not? They've always got loads of Builder Scarabs. I did see that the Imperial Guard stuck a Tech Priest inside the Mechanized Command. He's now going to rebuild the Field Command over onto this side. So I reckon the plan would be just to stay super duper defensive. But more Blood Crushers, a double serving of them. It's coming in. Necrons on the side, you know what, fine. Can I stay home all day long? We've got to do something with our lives. Or unlives. Been supported by the Grey Knights. Have you got back to tier 2, young man? You are... you're about to get to tier 2. Right, currently at 16%. One Terminator squad holding the lines here. Now a taste of their own medicine. Vindicator is out great against heavy infantry and other massed formations. If the Morts can get over and kill that rate quick, that'd be amazing for them. Double Red Butchers cruising through. Can get a total of 5 in each squad. And double hand axes. Good enough to rip asunder the necrodermis of these flayed ones and death marks here. Well, the Immortal seems to be their main target at the moment. They kill the Immortals, that will massively reduce the amount of pushback that they can give any Salamander vehicles on the way. Tier 2 being destroyed for the Witch Hunters here. And it's a stubborn engagement here. Might even be worth to upgrade the Bite's local headquarters. They can get like a little gun turret on either side of it. On either side of the building, should I say. Which is quite useful. They'll fall back. They've lost quite a lot of the Necrons. They've lost quite a lot of Grey Knights. Probably overstaying their welcome, in all fairness. Chimera. Oh my goodness, it's a full-blown fleet. Chimeric fleet on the go. We see a Blood Crusade tier 4 for Khorne Berserk. And the Demon Hurst falling low. Blood Crusher coming in. And even with the heavy stubbers not actually doing all that much damage to him, they will kill him eventually, but it'll take a lot longer than I imagine that they hoped. So might need some dedicated blooming, whatchamacallit, anti-vehicle stuff for that side. Tier 2, once again being researched for Tana Hobnob. If you're unfamiliar with what a Hobnob is, I don't know if Europeans have decent biscuits, but a Hobnob is a biscuit. Not my favourite. It's a working man's biscuit, and I'm very much an academic. Well, I'm not a big fan of biscuits in general, to be honest. Chosen Assault Squad jumping in. Aha, and that's how you counter it. You build 2 Necron Monoliths. And one is just constantly building Immortals. Won't help them much against Chosen Assault Squad, and I do apologise, I'm yawning. It's been a long day. Went and got my hair cut today. And having to interact with a barber is always an exhausting prospect. But we do it because we're men, and that's what men do. We go to barbers and we chat about football and the state of the economy. Even though we know naught about either. These fire drakes, man, look at them. They're giving it a go. Just standing there looking impressive. Why bother engaging into combat when you could just chill out? Well, they're dead, and that's fine. Blood Crusher also been slowed down by the sheer amount of firepower coming in. I think that might be a result of the heavy stubbers. Not entirely sure, but he's... Go on, get him. Oh dear. Bless him, he tried. He tried his gosh darn hardest. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Lots of Red Butchers now in. And I think that's how you play the Red Butchers. You don't want to have them engage in combat like a normal unit by just having them walk towards something. You want them teleported directly on top so they're already in the thick of it. They're just going to murderize all these things. Essence of the Deceiver been summoned forth. And he's going to ignore everyone. Is he? No, he's not. He's going to do something. Summoning forth a definitely fake Restore Monolith. Chimera push continues. Double Guardsman. Murdering that Altar of Khorne. And some more stuff. Another Blood Crusher attempted to be put out from here, but no mass, no pass. Red Butchers teleporting over into here. They are going to go for a Chain Fist, which will help them kill the infantry, I imagine. They're going to go for a Primaris Eradicator squad. Like your regular Space Marines, but bigger and meaner. And the Restore Monolith not doing any damage. And it's not really absorbing any damage neither. May as well teleport that smack bang into the centre of the base to absorb any firepower from the listening posts. Chimeras are falling back. Khan the Betrayer. We don't see him often, do we? Hello, Khan. With your arm. That man does not skip arm day. This is looking a bit desperate. Nah, about his fire support squad. They're giving it a go. But being slapped around by Grey Knights is not the way one engaged in the firefight. Ordo Hereticus Chamber finished up. What kind of economy do you have at the moment? You've got loads of money. Spend the money, where's my teeth? Spend it on anything that you want. It's Christmas. Buy yourself a treat. Red Butcher's chasing after the Grey Knights Purifier squad. Yeah, it was a very good push, but we're not seeing much in the way of high-tech units here. All the same way that Predator and the Red Butchers are. You see tier 2 on these guys. Looks like that the Necron Monolith over here has been taken down. Oh, no, they've moved it down here as well. Fair enough. Another pair of Blood Crushers popping in. And the Grey... So not the Grey Knights. The Immortals have now got a target to actually fire at. If they go for the Tesla Carbine, which they have, does help them against demon targets, I do believe. Oh, for a second I thought they were fighting each other. No, they were spit roasting that Builder Scarab. Khan the Betrayer in the middle. Takes down the Chimera. Looked like he took down the Chimera, but not quite. Just going to chase after those death marks. Get them all good and proper. The Eradicator squad supported by a Predator, or vice versa. We've also got some Primaris aggressors. So clearly filling their ranks with the warriors of Roberto Gilliman. Kind of a trade now engaging with these guys over here. Oh, we've got... What are you turning into? Well, apparently not. You're apparently not turning into anything. You're just floating away. Fair enough. And even Khan the Betrayer, the angriest man on the planet, or the galaxy even, it's not going to remain sane in this situation. There's a lot of firepower coming in. Well, it takes them a while to kill him. Still hold off. Do now have a Terminator squad. Quite a lovely looking firefight. Just amazing how much damage that these Primaris can take. fall down all the same, which is quite an expensive loss for the Salamanders, actually. Didn't need to lose them there. Could potentially teleport them away, or even just disengaging in the traditional sense. Going for more blood crushers. We've seen tier 4 for Khorne Berserk, but nothing very tier 4-ish. But his job, from what I can gather, is to just constantly harass the enemy base, keep their HQs on their tippy toes. Double Arbites power center. Sorry, Arbites sentinel power lift. Come here and see if they can build up this Arbites burst. They will be crumped good and proper in close combat by the Grey Knights. Got some shooty bits coming down. Where are you, shoot bits? Oh, you are. I don't know who you were. Didn't seem very friendly there. Over onto this side, the Chimeras have got full reign over the Chaos Demon's base. Gonna focus on those demon hosts, first and foremost, to prevent them from building anything. And brown bread being served at their dinner table. Got Galen Surlock out. Well, what he's going to do against this mass, not entirely sure, already at half health. Yeah, the Wild Eaters hero roster is a little bit lackluster in the early game. You cannot rely on your heroes all that much. Got Exterminators going on down here, not sure who called it in. Whether it was some sort of misclick. Double tomb blades flying through the air. Look and see if they can get a flanking maneuver on the Primaris Eradicators. Get them killed. And inside the base, it's just same old, same old. I mean, there's a Doomscythe coming in, fighting things. Get some shots off, but for this strategy to work, they need to attack with absolute speed and reckless gay abandon. They've killed the Chimeras, that's something. Don't know how they killed them, but they killed it. And there's not much in the way of HQs left for them to bash. So if they can get all of them back to tier 1, that'd be phenomenal stuff. These guys over here don't seem to have much of a sense of purpose. They're just firing at anything and everything. It's all been air moved into existence. What are you? You are... oh, some random Arbites, fire squads. The law has arrived indeed. These guys don't respect your authority. Down onto this side, the Red Butchers continue their wicked foul work, focusing on that green money for the Imperial Guard. In fact, it seems like they've not quite got the economy from the Witch Hunters yet, but they'll all come in time. Do have some Triarch Patreons. Or Praetorians, sorry. There was no such thing as Patreon in the Warhammer 40k universe, at least not in the present current year of it. Go see some more Archiflagellants, limited of 3 squads. For obvious reason, they're quite good. Yeah, this is a hopeless situation here. But can they hold out? That's the question. Can the Grey Knights, I mean, kill all these metal dudes? Also got some support from the Primaris Aggressors. 2 squads of them, it does look like. And their rate of firepower is intense. And it does look like Umarachik has gone down. The Red Butchers continuing to move over and slicing everything. So like I say, very aggressive team composition for the northern side, allowing them to get a little bit of a heads advantage. I think that it was kind of all downhill after we saw that the Demon Hunters base went down. It did a really good catch-up there. I mean, those Grey Knights were relevant all the way through the game. And just everyone, I think, contributed nicely. You had the Salamanders with their Primaris later on in the game, but you also had the Razorbacks. You had these guys who just got out a mass of Arbites, melee squads and range support squads and just kind of spread out across the map, especially in this general area. And yeah, cool. Nice one, everyone. So let's... oh, by the way, thank you, Khorne Berserk, for sending this game in. Mighty fine work you've done there. Yeah, so if you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you 1 extra game a week. And there is also a Discord of things like this. The games like this, people like this happen all the time. My name's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never short. I will see you in a bit. Peace.